bro.
Damn. Here we are, live.
Yes, sir.
It's the Flow Show, no filter. You got G Money in the building, aka Greg, aka Mr. Laker Man.
Mr. Cleveland himself. I'm riding shotgun with Mr. Cavalier.
We got a good one today. We got all kind of stuff. We got Kanye, Chaos, Diddy drama, all type of shit. I know you got some stuff, Greg. What you got over there? What we talking about? What you got over there to talk about today? We'll give us a little intro.
Beyoncé talking about Sir. She didn't finally said a word.
Okay.
Some breaking news about South Africa. Talk about Kendrick Lamar and his 12 months of rap history. Kind of break that down, all the things that he did over the past 12 months.
Okay.
Stephen A. We talk about Stephen A. a little bit. Talking about Serena. And then boycotting major retailers. That's what I got on my tab.
Okay. Come on in. What's going on? We them boys, Shauna, Mini Me, we all getting up in here. We got a show for y'all today, lunchtime. We coming together just to kick it and talk shit. Shoot, I don't know. We can start wherever we start at, Greg. Take it away.
Well, I know we had talked about Beyonce and Jay-Z and Sir, the son, and she came out with a statement that says Sir has a problem with large crowds and not interested in public events. Sir is more laid back and loves to read. She says, I'm very overprotective of him. So no, you won't see him out in the public eye. Although my life is very busy, my kids come with me everywhere I go. They come to my office after school and they are in the studio with me. They are in dance rehearsals. It's natural that they would learn my choreography. She said, one thing I worked extremely hard on is making sure my kids can have as much normalcy and privacy as possible, ensuring my personal life isn't turned into a brand. It's very easy for celebrities to turn our lives into performance art. I have made an extreme effort to stay true to my boundaries and protect myself and my family. No amount of money is worth my peace. That's from Miss Carter. Miss Carter herself.
Okay. So y'all, we got an update on Sir. So if I'm hearing correctly, Beyonce saying Sir. So basically, she didn't say nothing was wrong with him, but obviously that's what her response is, kind of to kill the noise of something's wrong with Sir. So she just said he don't like large crowds and he likes to read. One thing, I can say one thing. At least she made a statement about it. I mean, I guess a lot of people were saying it, and she obviously seen the internet. Everybody like, where the hell is Sir? I don't really know what to think about it. I guess I could say at least she said something about it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to harp on the kids too much, wouldn't even harp on it at all, but it just seemed to be, a little extreme, where all the other kids have been at large events, small events, and the only one no one has ever seen in any kind of capacity was Sir. You know what I'm saying? And that just seemed, and it ain't just us, apparently, to the point where she had to make a statement. So The world is kind of thinking like we thinking. Once you become a celebrity, I get it. You want your privacy, but it comes with the territory. You're not going to have that much privacy to the point where you can just, tuck a child away that, we all know is actually, there, but nobody has even, seen the likes of them. So it was a question that I think not only us, but the whole world has been curious about.
Yeah. Well, definitely. Hey, all I can say is we'll definitely respect Sir's privacy and the family privacy. Like I said, when you brought it up, Greg, I told you, I said everybody was sending me messages about what's up with Sir. So, like I said, obviously it was on everybody's mind. And hey, look, she gave us an answer. So I guess until further notice, that's what it is. It's just that he don't want to be in the crowds. Although Lauren says, as someone with several autistic family members, I can say that they usually don't like noises and large crowds. So we'll see how that develops. We'll keep an eye out for Sir. Hopefully everything is fine and go from there.
Okay. I agree.
What else? What else we got? Did y'all? I saw something. Michelle said something about the NFL apologizing to Lil Wayne, and they're gonna be picking the halftime star. Did you hear anything about that?
I mean, I think after the kerfuffle of Lil Wayne, saying what he had to say and him being who he is, they probably did give him somewhat of an apology because the Super Bowl was in New Orleans and Wayne is Wayne. So I could see that, especially with a person like Jay-Z being in the mix. I remember at some point, Jay-Z actually bailed Lil Wayne out for taxes
Right.
when Lil Wayne was in trouble with his taxes. So I could see it being a phone call being made. I don't know if they did that publicly, or Lil Wayne just made it be known that the NFL apologized to him for whatever reason.
Right. I didn't hear that. What about is that a backlash from all the not only Lil Wayne, is it a backlash from all the whatever they were saying in the about the halftime show, saying about the pedophile stuff and all that? You think it got something to do with that or no?
No, I think the apology was probably, I think it was more so before the Super Bowl and them apologizing that he wasn't, the actual halftime artist, being
Okay.
that he's from New Orleans.
Right.
I
Okay. So here it is right here, y'all. So we said NFL sent. Okay. Yeah. I see what y'all saying. They said they actually what it is NFL sent an apology letter. This is courtesy of MSN. NFL sent Wayne an apology letter, according to ESPN and Fox Sports. I guess Skip Bayless, said he wasn't watching it because of his part of the boycott. And then I see the NFL sent Wayne a letter apologizing for not picking him. So yeah, I saw that. Okay, so hey, that's okay by the NFL. I did feel a little bad for Wayne. Being as hard as he go, and you could tell he's so passionate about the music, and as hard as he go, for them not to pick him, I know that I could see him and all the cash money and no limit people was upset. I guess the NFL got that right as a courtesy.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of people were saying that, Lil Wayne definitely had enough music to be the artist, but
Mhm.
based off of his, say, in the not so distant past, his shows have been a little below par, so to
Uh-huh.
speak. And
Right.
that was kind of one of the main reasons why they didn't pick Wayne, because we all know he got the songs right.
Right.
But I think his performance, his stage performance, that everyone has been commenting about, in the past, him, not really being the old Lil Wayne who we, grown accustomed to seeing on stages. They like he's just not that anymore. So that was a big reason why they didn't pick him to be, the Super Bowl act.
Okay. Yeah. So check this out. That make a lot of sense. This article says it's from the Sun. It's exclusive. It says a mistake was made. The NFL reveals regret over Super Bowl halftime show after issuing apology following Kendrick Lamar's performance. An insider revealed how the NFL will decide the halftime performers in the future. The NFL is feeling regret for picking Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne for the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show. Sources have exclusively told the U.S. Sun. Excuse me. Insiders have said that the league officials feel they made a mistake after early issuing apology to Lil Wayne. So this is after the apology. Okay. So it goes on to say the NFL sent an apology letter to the iconic rapper after picking Kendrick for the gig back in September. Skip Bayless shockingly revealed earlier this week. Now, a staffer said officials wish they went with Lil Wayne for the job after fans were underwhelmed with Kendrick's show. A mistake was made, and we regret the choice that was made, and NFL employees told The Sun. Lil Wayne should have been the first option as he is from New Orleans, and we know that there was a clear motivation for him and his side to do a unique show in his town. The NFL insider said from now on, the organization would like to have artists that have some more connection to the place, the city, the state, and other things of where the game is played. Lil Wayne was the obvious choice, and the choice was made wasn't the and the choice that they made wasn't the best one at all. The source continued. They lamented the decision would have taken a couple of minutes to finalize, and Lil Wayne would have been thrilled to do the halftime show in his hometown. We regret not pushing for him as much as we should have, they concluded. He did a lot, and it would have been fantastic to have him do the halftime show and show his love and feel the love from his hometown. The choice was clearly the wrong one, and now the goal is to not make the same mistake from now on. That's interesting, right? That's it. What you think,
Yeah,
Greg?
man. I think they Monday morning quarterbacking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Michelle said, I don't care what they say. 133.5 million viewers. At the end of the day, that's really all they that matters to them. You know what I'm saying? They not turning away that many individuals, viewing their product. They can say what they want to say after the fact, and they may mean it in certain quarters of the NFL, because the message that he brought to the forefront. But at the end of the day, man, I don't. I think it's another way for them to get Jay-Z out of there too.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You
I
know
was
what I'm
thinking.
saying?
I was thinking. I'm gonna add on to what you just said. I was thinking that they are saying, um, we know we need to get Jay-Z up out of here. Jay-Z know he need to get up out of there. And if there's a time to do it, this is the perfect time to do it without making it look obvious. I was thinking that too, but
Yeah, I
what you
think
think?
so, because they have no idea what's getting ready to come down the pike when it comes to their brand ambassador, Jay-Z, the NFL. They don't know. They they might know. I take that back because they
Yeah,
one
they
of
got
the
the inside. Hey, look, Greg,
yeah,
you
they
had to
one of
take
the
that back, huh?
oligarchs as well. Yeah, they probably know what's in store for Jay, so they gave him one more victory lap.
Yeah.
And next year we're gonna be back to the NFL picking the artists.
And yeah, and I don't think and Jay-Z ain't arguing that, I don't think.
No,
Because ain't no telling what's about to hit the fan between now and the next Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Because of the pending trial May 5th with Diddy, the Diddy
right,
monster.
right. And they can
Damn, so
really
that's crazy.
right. And Jay-Z can kind of ride off into the sun because, he did bring a lot of African American, artists to the Super Bowl platform since he's been there. So, he can literally go about his business for real, for
Yeah.
real.
Yep. And we could hey look and like we always say, where it's smoke is fire. Uh Up until this point, I don't give a shit what they saying about the halftime show. Up until this point, they hadn't said nothing about taking away the power away from Jay-Z in any kind of way. So this is actually big news. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like they haven't since Jay-Z took over the halftime show, they haven't said nothing like this. This is the first time where something from the NFL or even has been put out in the media that basically says Jay-Z, we done with Jay-Z in so many words. We ain't heard that yet. So that's another thing that's sticking out to me.
I mean, just think about it. I mean, you had Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Kendrick, Mary J. Blige, you had a whole crop of hip hop artists on that same stage saying whatever they wanted to say during that period of time. And not a word, not a nothing was mentioned after that Super Bowl. Outside it was a great show.
Right. You right about that. Hey, make sure we liking the live, share the live, guys. Welcome to Lunch Crew, Nadreema, Shauna, Michelle in the building. We them boys. We Lauren, Mini Me, we all in here. Glad to see the crew. And a nigga hungry. What you eat, Greg?
I ain't even at that point yet, man. I've been moving around this morning. I ain't even thought about lunch at this point. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
damn.
Yeah.
It's getting wild. It's getting wild. Oh yeah, I did see that too. Shauna brought up a good point. I saw that. Something about the Cowboy Carter tour. They long story short, it's been not even just the NFL, but even Beyonce. If you read some articles, everybody kind of distancing themselves away from Jay-Z right now. And it's real, it's kind of low key, but it ain't low key. Is something on the horizon, Greg?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jay-Z is still in a full-fledged case. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah,
lot
that
on
case
the
ain't went away.
horizon. His case ain't went away.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
true.
these distractions that's kind of took the focus off of it. But he dealing with Hitman Bugsby over there. Is that how you say his last name?
Yep, but Busby. Yep.
Yeah. So Bugsby probably over there waiting till it simmer down and the distractions can go away, and he go get back to business. So yeah, Jay-Z ain't out of trouble.
Man, it's getting real, y'all, for Jay-Z's ass. But yeah, the NFL, they being slick and doing it's actually a smart move for them to act like this is the reason. You know what I mean? They taking advantage. It's called being an opportunist. They taking advantage. They know they need to part ways with Jay-Z. This mixed review or whatever that's put out there is the way. And I've seen them do the NFL. They're gonna make sure the NFL is straight. You know that, Greg. So I definitely think that that's what's going on and what happened. Because another thing, the NFL don't never care about no mixed reviews or no none of that. You know what I mean? The NFL don't get into that. They never just like if somebody didn't like the show or if there was a mixed reviews on the Super Bowl show, normally they don't come out and say nothing. But this particular time they did. And so I think next year we might be seeing Pearl Jam.
No, I like Pearl Jam. But you know what I'm saying? I think it's the perfect opportunity for him to part ways because they understand Jay-Z's about, you know, being at the top of whatever it is that he does musically. And for him to, you know, part ways with them as, you know, the person behind the most watched halftime show in Super Bowl history, I think they could be like, Jay-Z, take that and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, clean break. What else we got? Oh, I see R. Kelly. R. Kelly, they denied R. Kelly's appeal. Did you see that?
Yeah, he got to do the full 30.
Woo! Damn, Greg, you said that like 30 was 30 minutes, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he made that bed.
You gotta lay in it, huh?
You gotta lay in it. He might end up actually lying in it for good in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, 30 years.
30. Man. Hey, look, and people think they playing with Diddy. They man, just think about it. R. Kelly, I talked about this on the earlier show, I think yesterday. R. Kelly went from, man, ain't nothing about to happen to R. Kelly to the full 30. And really a snap of the finger, if you really think about it. You know what I mean? Like, it went from, because remember how R. Kelly had beat the first thing that he was caught red-handed on camera. You know what I mean? Everybody saw that tape back in the early 2000s. And when he beat that, you know, we was thinking like how we thought about Diddy when we was younger. You know, once nothing happened to him and he was on tape with a 14-year-old peeing on her and all kind of crazy stuff. Once he got away with that, we thought he was untouchable. And then next thing we know, we seen more accusations come. And like, okay, well, let's see what's going to happen to R. Kelly shit. Next thing we know, 30 years and cases all over the place. And you ain't seen him since.
And you know what? It goes back to same thing with Diddy. They gave him an opportunity to clean his shit up. And he continued to keep the power trip going. And that's why where he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? He had all the dirt that everybody knew R. Kelly was doing, and he got off, like you say, based off of what we all seen with our naked eyes. And he went right back to it after that. Come on, man.
They was like, we got 30 years waiting for you, my G. And like I said, we ain't seen him since. It was like, you know what I mean? And that's about to be the Diddler's fate. Like, you know, we going through this and eventually this trial gonna be over. And it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be like, we never saw the Diddler again.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
And I can't remember if R. Kelly's was a RICO. I almost think I want to say it was. I would have to kind of do some due diligence, but yeah, R. Kelly charges wasn't as bad as Diddy's.
No. That's what I'm trying to get people to realize. Shit, Diddy's case make R. Kelly's case look like jaywalking for real.
Exactly. You know, and R. Kelly didn't have 18 million people suing him, and you know, you had a couple women who were saying yes, he did. A lot of them were saying no, he didn't. You know, the whole parents was involved, letting their kids be involved in it. Ain't none of that going on here with Diddy. This is all grown people, no parents involved, and they all are screaming to the top of their lungs that he's a monster.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, he
Hey,
better
Craig,
get
I
ready.
gotta ask you a question real quick. What y'all think about that video footage of Elon Musk in the Oval Office, and Elon's son telling Trump that he ain't the president, he needs to shut the fuck up? What you think about that? And y'all, what y'all think about that in the chat? That's going viral.
Well, in my opinion, kids are the truthful. They tell the truth more than anybody. The kids and a drunk person, right?
Uh-huh.
So, you know, he must have heard it somewhere else. Is how I see it. That's how I saw it.
This dude, he gonna be a legend. That little kid gonna be a legend his whole life. Be like, you the first kid to ever tell the president to shut the hell up live on air.
Tesla, that's his name. Tesla.
Okay, Tesla done told Trump to shut the hell up. I thought that was, at first I thought it was like some AI shit.
And then he dug up his nose and pretty much wiped it wherever he wiped it.
Oh shit! Wow, that is funny.
And the mom is pissed. You know, his mom, I don't know if Elon's married to her. I'm assuming he's not, but she came, you know, put a statement out saying that, you know, she didn't even know he was there. She doesn't like him being in the spotlight like that, Tesla. So she was kind of upset about it.
So that was the mom.
Right.
Tesla's mom. Okay. Well, I don't know what she can do about it. But look, Michelle said Trump bought and paid for. And Dreamer says, I also feel Elon, what she said, I also feel Elon uses his son as a shield. That man got enemies and always has his son with them. My personal opinion. Yeah. It's a crazy situation, but I don't know if it's as crazy as this Wendy Williams situation, Greg. Wendy Williams was seen crying from an assisted living facility while simultaneously giving an interview to TMZ saying that she's only been outside twice in 30 days, ain't nothing wrong with her, and she being held against her will, and she's filing to get that guardianship shit removed or something. What the hell you think about that?
Well, me, I'm just tired of them playing with Wendy in our face. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lady is having normal conversations. She's an older lady, so of course she ain't gonna be the Wendy of 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? She abused alcohol, so her bearings ain't gonna be, you know, firing on all cylinders every time you hear or see Wendy. But that don't mean if she can have normal conversations with, you know, media and explain her plight, then what are we even talking about here? Like this is, I don't understand how they keep playing with us, playing with Wendy in front of our face like this, man. So I know they said the kid, you know, ran up the bank bank account and some other things was happening when she was kind of in the thick of her issues. But to me, it seemed like she's past that and trying to have, a normal second half of her life. And we, or the conservatorships or the money people, just like, you know what, Wendy, you made a lot of money. Let us have access, because you got to think about it. Anytime you got access to bank to a person's account, say, let's just say Wendy got 30 million in there, right? You know
Right.
how much money the bank can make by being in control of that money? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't like it. Like your tag says, I just don't like it, bro. And I don't understand, or I'm trying to figure out how does she get herself from up under it? Because it seemed like they're not budging about letting her be free and do her own thing with her own money that she worked hard for and made. I don't get it.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't get it, man. I ain't never seen, like I always say, I just kind of put myself or like my family in those shoes. And I'm like, Wendy don't have nobody to step up for. Cause I know if that was my mom or auntie or somebody close in my family, I'd be kicking ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'd be in everybody's face getting shit handled. It just appears that it's just her against the world by herself. Like that's the part that just trips me out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like she don't have no backup.
It seems like when you had, from what I could tell, Wendy had a lot of money, right? And you know how
Mhm.
money does family. You know what I'm saying? I think her mother passed away. Her father's still living, but he's older, of course. I don't know if she had any brothers or sisters. I don't think so. And the son was a spoiled, brat, because he came up, in the time where Wendy was actually making a lot of money. And once you grow accustomed to that lifestyle, it's hard to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? So he just did what a typical person of his age with access to a bank account, and he looking at millions. He went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was like the beginning stages of it, where they were like, you know what, this is getting ridiculous. Let's kind of see what's going on. And then once they saw she was incapacitated, I think they took advantage.
Mm, mm, mm. And I
Yeah, it's
don't
sad.
like it.
No, I don't like it either, bro.
Go ahead. What you got up next, Greg? What we got next on the docket?
Um, let's talk about Stephen A. Stephen A. getting drugged all across the internet because he said if Serena was his wife and she did what she did at the Super Bowl, he would have divorced her. And oh boy, he's on the internet apologizing at a rampant pace right about now. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, he getting dragged. If you look on your floor, you might see him sliding across. I'm telling you, he's still getting dragged. They've been dragging him for 2 days for that comment to the point where he had to come back out and say, "Hey guys, I was just joking."
Like, ease up.
Y'all made Stephen A, aka Screaming A, y'all made Screaming A uh come out and say, "Hey guys, I was just kidding." Cause shit. Y'all, hey, look, the internet told him a new asshole. No diddy.
Yes, bro. They still own him. You know what I'm saying? They are not letting it go, man, because at the end of the day, Serena's beloved. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, her choices in, men and who she loves, that's on her, right? But at the end of the day, you ain't going to be able to say too much about Serena. and
Right.
not get drugged, bro. You're not gonna be
Right.
able to do it. You know, she a legend and she's beloved. You know, she broke all kind of barriers, and she wasn't, tuck and tail. She she stood for who she was and where she came from every step of the way. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to say something about Serena.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, I don't think he gonna say anything about Serena going forward.
Nah.
I think he's done with that subject.
Right.
He thought he was putting out a nice viral moment, and then he said, "You know what? Fuck this."
What you think about the GOP introducing the Fair Tax Act of 2025? It's and Mini Me brought it up earlier.
Give me the rundown of it.
There you go. The bill seeks to abolish the IRS and repeal all personal and corporate income taxes and the death tax. If they pull this off right here, bro, now we talking about some game changers. This the game changer right here, bro. If these mofos get this shit through the House and the Senate and get it on Trump's desk and he signs it, it's a new world. I mean, I don't know how to feel about it because I understand taxes. Well, they've led us to believe that taxes is necessary to kind of keep the world whirling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, others think that we need to do away with it so the world can really get to whirling. So I don't really know because I ain't took a deep dive into the bill yet.
Mm-hmm.
But man, if they do away with income taxes, man, wow.
So tell me this: if they do away from income taxes, and so the people who owe income tax right now will be forgiven, or
See,
how
that's
that
what
work, or
I,
what you think? I know you probably, of course, you probably got to do a deep dive to know. But I'm saying, what's your guess, and what do you think about that? Either way, like, what
I
would you
think
do?
it would be. I think taxes, if you owe back taxes, you would be forgiven because I'm thinking a big part of them doing the bill is because they may even owe a lot of back taxes, so they're probably doing the bill to make sure that they don't end up in tax trouble. But I just think people are tired. I think the Republicans, with how they kind of see the world, their ideology is
Mhm.
everybody, it should be for themselves. You should be able to have a life free of these type of vices that stops you from being as wealthy as you possibly can. And taxes is one of the biggest reasons why some of that wealth gets stalled, right? Because
Mhm.
you make a million, you paying, whatever, 40,000, 400,000, whatever your tax bracket is. People shielding themselves from taxes, people taking their money overseas so they don't have to pay taxes. So I think they're looking at it like if we do away with taxes, incorporate tariffs to get us that tax base still money wise,
Mhm.
then individuals can go ahead and really build wealth. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think that's how they look at, taxes and why they think they should be abolished.
Okay. So what do you think about the people that say, uh, as far as tariffs? Okay, so if they eliminate taxes and they say we're gonna add tariffs, right? What about the people that say them tariffs ain't gonna do nothing but cost us more for the stuff that we buy here, and so it could cost us more in the long run. What do you say to people that say that? Because that's the only other like opposition I would say that's what they're saying. So what's your
Yeah.
answer to that?
I think what they're thinking is you're going to have enough money because you're not paying taxes to kind of, whatever those new expenses are, you would have enough money to be able to take that pain of products being a little bit more expensive, and you won't have the headaches anymore of taxes. Can I go to jail if I don't pay my taxes? So a lot of the negative things that happen when you don't pay taxes, outside of giving pretty much half your income every time you make money, they're saying that the tariffs we'll eat that, we'll eat that little rise in product costs or whatnot in order for us to have more of our money at the end of the day, where if we want product, we'll have enough money to buy product because there's no longer a pigeonhole on our monies. That's kind of what I think their argument would be. I could be wrong, but just kind of seeing how the world goes and how people talk about taxes, I think that's the reason or the answer to your question.
Okay. And what timeline, ballpark timeline of something like this even happening? What's the timeline that they thinking it will move through if it moved through the House, move to the Senate and all of that, when it goes back to Trump desk, how long you think all that gonna take? I mean, I know it's no way to put no exact time on it, but I'm just saying, like, in your best estimate.
Well, you got to think about it like this. The Republicans, or the GOP, introduced, the Fair Tax Act, right? The GOP is, they're the Senate, they're the House, they're the majority in the Senate, the majority in the House, and of course we got a Republican president. So depending on how serious they are and how serious the president is about doing away with taxes, it can go quicker than we may, anticipate, because they're running everything. So if the bill can pick up momentum, I think it's 12, Republicans who introduced the bill, and if they can get enough people to buy into what they selling, it can go quick. Of course, it takes some time to get the bill because they got to put it on the floor. They got to argue back and forth, so that piece might take a little bit of time. But if the president says, hey, get it through, then that time could speed up, tremendously. Right now, I think he might just he's watching the bill, kind of seeing, because I mean, this is the first time, ever anybody done said abolish taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody done said this ever.
Ever.
So I think right now they're just probably trying to get people on their side also to wrap their arms around it. And then they're waiting for the president to be like, get to it. And if he does that, then it's a game changer. We don't, it could go quick. It's going to be some fighting because most people on the other side thinks that our taxes pays for, roads, schools, but he like schools, we're getting ready to do away with them too. You know what I'm saying? So everything that the other side could potentially come to the table and be like, we need taxes, because he's like, no, we don't, because we're going to do away with all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So it's up in the air, man. It just depends on if they kind of, get on board with it and it gets some momentum and he's for real, 100% on board. And, when he says something, they going to do what he says, and he got the majority, like I said, in the House, in the Senate, and he's the president. So it could actually happen.
Okay. Well, I'm going to read this statement by We Them Boys. He said that would balance out. It would be nice if he kept his word on the overtime taxes because I work in the oil field. We work a lot of hours and a lot of it goes to Uncle Sam. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I seen a lot of people speak on the overtime taxes, that move where he gonna stop taxing overtime because we do have everybody working overtime at this point for the most part. And I've always felt that they shouldn't tax or there should be something separate with overtime. Because I always felt like, well, if you working 40 hours plus, and say that you get 20 hours overtime, you work 60 hours a week. Why y'all taking that 20 out? Why y'all taking so much out of that overtime? And then companies pay you more for overtime. So you almost taxed more for working more. I always thought that didn't make sense. I never thought they would abolish no taxes. Don't get me wrong. But I always thought that was kind of like ass backwards to me.
Yeah. And the thing about it, I think the overtime taxes and tips as well is a part of that package I think what they're doing, they're using like the smaller overtime tips to kind of wet the whistle of what's about to actually come, the abolished taxes, so I think they did put that out there as the filler to get people excited and on board, and then they slap you with well, let's just do away with all the damn taxes. You know what I'm saying? You know how they do. They give you a little bit, and if you bite, then they come with the for real.
Yeah, like let's get rid of all this shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's official. I mean, they've introduced the bill to abolish it. I mean, the bill has a name and everything. You can Google the bill and read all up on it, right now. So yeah, they may have started off with just overtime and tips and whatever else, but I think the bigger picture was to abolish taxes, just in general. I don't even know. I don't know if all countries. We might be like, I would have to do some deep dive, but we might be one of few that's on this whole tax system. There's a lot of countries.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. That's what I've been hearing. I heard that that and like you said, without deep diving, I heard that they most countries don't make money off the backs of their people like that. As far as that's basically what taxes is. And I've definitely heard that, Greg, that most countries don't even use that system. We like one of the only ones.
And just imagine this piece, and this is another piece to the whole taxes. Do you know how many businesses would invade the U.S. if there was no taxes?
Yeah.
Man. And that's how they're looking at it. Like, the world would just blow up as far as money is concerned, because at that point, corporations, people, all the FICA, the this and that tax, all that would be gone, man. So it would be a huge incentive for businesses, small and large, in the whole scheme of things as well. So I think they're looking at that also.
Okay. Well, shit. Well, they also, you know who else need to be looking for something, Greg?
For no taxes?
No, I say, who else need to be looking for something? Is your damn Lakers. Y'all need a big man, man. Y'all
hold up, bro.
They say They say it's a freeway to the lane right now.
Okay, so we did pick up a big man.
Don't tell me.
His name is Alex Lean. I seen him out on the floor last night. Actually,
he already a meme. Oh man,
I ain't watched him watching because I ain't watched the game last. I mean, they played.
Oh, I can tell you ain't watched the game. That's what I'm about to say, nigga. Alex Lynn. If you bringing up his name, you definitely didn't watch the game. Hey, look,
no, I didn't watch
he looked so sick out there. He looked so goofy out there that when they asked, what's the coach name? JJ Redick. I gotta find the quote, but he said the most, like, he wasn't trying to say nothing bad, but it was kind of bad. And I wish I could find the quote. But anyway, bottom line is what they saying is we need a real big man.
No, I get it, but this is how I look at it. We don't really, because most, even when Dwight Howard and we had some. I mean, you ain't gonna find too many big men like AD, and AD really wasn't considered a big man because that wasn't his natural position. He played to 4 instead of the 5. And just a side note, you see that AD gone for the rest of the season. Just
yeah.
So what we did, we can afford to have somebody like Alex, because they're going to coach him up. And once you come from the environment, I think he was with Washington. He'd been in some loser type environments. And you come over to the Lakers, they'll coach him up. LeBron and Luka are being this ear regularly. I mean, we still need to get a big man, and I'm pretty sure they're looking at that. But I think he might be all right, man. I think he might be all right. I mean, I might be optimistic, but
I think you need to go just check out what happened last night, man. Like he said they asked JJ. Okay, here it is. They said JJ when asked about Alex Lynn's performance tonight, they said he tried to keep it calm.
Right. What'd he say?
He said this year we've been having to put guys in tough spots, and then kind of gave us a little word salad from there. But yeah, the word on the street is they looking like a motherfucker for a big man after last night. They said they were going through the lane. You know how when you're on the freeway and you got an easy pass, you don't even got to stop at the toll. You just could blow through that motherfucker at 100 miles an hour. That's they said that's how the lane was for the Lakers last night. It was like the Utah Jazz, which Utah Jazz is like damn near one of the worst teams in the league. They said they were just taking turns going to the cup. So that's gonna have to be handled, bro. You know that. No. But they said that somehow the way the Lakers have configured they got room for one more big man or something. So they looking. But
yeah, we'll address it after. We're not gonna do that after the All-Star, game or weekend or whatnot. Yeah, Pelinka, he'll be on that phone 24/7 trying to make a deal. Because I'm telling you, the way Luka is playing, man, I didn't even really like Luka when he was at Dallas. I mean, I didn't like him because he was just an assassin. And and I ain't no Dallas, I just didn't like the fact that he was with Dallas. But his game, I was like, his game is what his game is. But to see him now with us, whew, man, I can't wait to see what's about to happen here. Playoff runs and all of that. When he really heat up and he really turn into the dog, he gonna make LeBron turn into a dog. That's what y'all need to be worried about at 40. Because ain't nobody. I think D Wade and them was the only time that LeBron really. And I think when he came back to Cleveland with Kyrie, he turned into a dog. But now, man, y'all better be worried about LeBron because LeBron and Luka could do it by themselves if they really put their mind to it, and everybody else just do what they supposed to do. So I'm
Yeah,
happy, but I am wishing and praying on the star that we land a big man that's going to be effective for sure.
if y'all landing a Victor big man, it's canceled curtains for the West, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
That's all y'all need is a big man. And what
right.
about a on another note? They saying I put the pin that comment for because I saw a lot of talk about this too. That Travis Kelce is about to get the fuck up out. It might be calling it quits. And I had saw a breakdown right after the Super Bowl when it was numerous times when Travis Kelce was the last one to get off the ball, and there's a lot of footage of him looking like a deer in the headlights, just kind of going through the motions during the Super Bowl. I wonder, was it a reason for that, or is it just what you think?
Well, I think Travis Kelsey is still him. That's number one.
Okay.
For a tight end, you ain't gotta be, super fast. You just gotta know how to run routes. You gotta know how to block, and you know, you gotta know how to get open when it's time to get open. And to be honest with you, outside of the Super Bowl, Kelsey been balling. Ain't like he just been, sitting around twiddling his thumbs. I can't see him retiring like right now. I mean, I would say probably one more season. I think he needs to stop worrying about being a superstar outside of football too. You know
Yeah.
that I don't care what you say, man. When you got Taylor Swift as your girl,
Mm-hmm.
the America's darling, man, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of every time you move, every time you say something, you got to be aware of what you're saying and doing because you're with her.
Yeah,
That
I agree with when we them boys because I was looking at it like, was he hanging out all night the night before the Super Bowl? Did Swifty give him a little swifter? Because that kind of like what he looked like out there. That's what I was thinking. He kind of looked like like we them boys said, kind of looked like his legs wasn't up under. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
It looked
mean,
like he was having too much fun. And you know how when you had a hangover, or you be a half a second, late behind shit, and I swear that it looked like it looked like he partied too much to me. Like if you got to look at those clips, Greg. They broke it down, and when you see him, you're gonna be like, damn. It like just looked like somebody who kind of just like half a second behind everybody, and also kind of just just not the energy level or something was down, especially for it to be in the Super Bowl.
yeah, man, the Super Bowl is a different kind of game. And as far as pressure, as far as them bright lights, and then you had, Philadelphia. It might have been a little bit different if Kelsey could have had enough time to get out of routes before he was sacked. You know what I'm saying? Anything
Mm-hmm.
when you can't get out of routes because your quarterback is on his back or running for his life, it's kind of hard for you to gain momentum as a tight end. And that's what you need as a tight end. So, yeah, what you're saying is definitely a possibility, but I think the bigger picture is what Philadelphia was doing to Kansas City's offensive line. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we will see. We'll see next year what the hell they got up their sleeve, but definitely Philly is the team to beat, man. They they
Yeah.
they strong. They strong on both sides of the ball, offensive line and defensive line. They gonna cause problems for a lot of people, I believe.
You know what I don't like, man,
Mm.
is um how Hurts didn't get, the spotlight put on him the way most past quarterbacks who definitely, especially what that won the Super Bowl and the MVP. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's been real hush when it comes to, what he had to go through to get back to the Super Bowl and to actually win it. I really don't like how they be kind of playing Jalen Hurts, man. I don't like it. I don't like it, man.
Yeah.
And he been through a lot. And
they definitely don't give him his
out. Say what now?
No, I said they definitely don't give him his. I don't think they give him enough flowers. I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, man, I don't like it, bro. So, to me, he really, because most quarterbacks like him, when you look at the Vicks, he's really the first running quarterback, to win a Super Bowl. I mean, if you really think about it, as far as who he is as a player, so yeah, they got to do better with Jalen Hurts, man. Maybe he got to win a couple to get his respect, but I think he should be getting it right now, right today.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we gonna end.
Hey, Greg. Yeah, we gonna end it on the Jazz, Greg. You gave me.
Hey, let me make an announcement.
Go ahead, make an announcement, Greg.
Let me silence the music for 1 second. I want to just make one announcement, and then you can get back in your bag.
No, we out.
I like to congratulate you, bro, for your 100th episode on the podcast.
Oh yeah, 100
you know what I'm saying,
episodes,
man?
y'all.
Hey man, that's a big feat, man. I'm proud of you. You deserve it, man. And I just look forward to, continue to move forward on this journey with you, man. I'm glad, we were able to kind of get me in the mix a little bit, but I just wanted to kind of put that out there just in case others didn't know. 100 episodes, man. That's big.
100 podcast episodes. It's official, y'all. We officially in the game. And I couldn't have did it without y'all, without my boy Greg, without all of y'all in the chat, the Breakfast Club, the Lunch Crew, everybody. And we about to go. Let's get 100 more. So I appreciate y'all. Hey, 100 episodes. Let's go for 100 more. And let's keep doing this YouTube thing. Make sure you like the live, share the live, tell everybody to join us tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are out, and I don't like it.